Good morning. Welcome to Nigeria Now, showing on your digital first Pan-African news network. Of course, thank God it's Friday. My name is Merciful Ajinmo. We have Adeboye Fajimi join us in the studio to analyze the big stories making the headlines in the Nigerian newspapers today. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
We begin with the Nation newspaper, and the big story there, of course, is the convention. And it says why we chose consensus option by APC. The writers say party to abide by Electoral Act, and the second, President solicits unity among party stakeholders. Of course, we've been on this issue for a couple of days now, even months, talking about the APC convention and their decision and the options that are available in the party. But really, a consensus option, is it really the best for the party, knowing fully well that we have different people who have their own different decisions to make?
Yeah, of course. To me, I don't think it's a very good. The decision is good enough because you have a lot of people who are capable enough to also be the chairman and to saddle to paddle the canoe of the party. And the party coming out and say, okay, we want to agree, we want to pick a candidate via consensus. Party will have its reason, and according to the party, is for them to be able to have each free convention. But at the same time, don't forget that the candidate that is very obvious that the president is supporting, and the former governor of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Adamu, it was a two-time governor, and even the pioneer chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, is currently a senator, and we have several other people like that. We have Senator George Akume from Benue State. We have Senator Makura from Nasarawa State. So these are former governors with political experience. So how do you want people like that to feel? But I think why they are trying to take this step, they should have, of course, they should be proactive, and I'm very sure they are proactive to ensure that whatever the outcome of the convention is, they will be able to manage it very well, because if it
and every other person becomes like satisfied or something.
We cannot say that until after the convention, because if I assume that I have the same ability as you have, and some certain people in a group or in our group give preference to you, how do you expect me to feel? Of course, I will not feel very good. But it behoves, the capacity of the party and the management to be able to ensure that they pacify other contenders, to ensure that the party do not break after the convention.
Totally, I do agree with you on that one. Of course, that's on the front page of the Nation newspaper and continues on page 4. From the very top, we see Ibrahim ordered to publish court records against AMCON MD. That's on page 30. On page 29, Reps Section 84, subsection 12. Remains part of Electoral Act. And then on 29, of course, race for PDP ticket. We have a couple of headlines right there on that newspaper. I will move straight over to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The big story there is APC convention, as we've spoken about, consensus arrangement faces threat. And we see a story right there, APC to openly declare support for LG autonomy. And of course, that is at party convention. And that story is on the front page right there. Noj wants Buhari, according to this newspaper, and APC to openly declare support for local government autonomy. What's your reaction to this one?
In fact, I totally support that, because this local government is one of the most, even though some people say it's the last tier of government, but it's one of the 3 tiers of government. We have the state, the federal, and we have local. But this tier of government has been sidelined for so long, and that people are suffering. And the government that is closer to the people is a government at the grassroots, the local government. And you can see, if you go in Nigeria today, as I speak with you, if you know what people are going through, most of the dividends of democracy, social amenities that people are liable to be enjoying it, should come from local government. But do they have the wherewithal, the financial wherewithal, to put out this responsibility to ensure that they meet the needs of people? Of course they don't. So when money comes from the federal, so it goes to the states, and these governors pocket everything. To tell you, I have a friend who is a chairman of my local government in my state. he told me during the last dispensation in my state what he was facing. You know, it is just sovereign and smiling. So you cannot speak outside. So when government, when money comes, they just give you crumbs, and the rest goes to the states. You don't have the ability, the capacity to do anything.
And somehow Nigerians at the grassroots level end up blaming the people that they can't see, which is the local government, chairman and everything.
And of course, we are experiencing this because very many of us do not even have that understanding. We don't know the responsibilities and the roles of local government. It is a very key aspect, a very key tier of government, you know, that should be discharging, you know, a very high responsibility to Nigerian citizens. But that is not happening.
But definitely, I'm sure you agree with me that there are some disadvantages that comes with giving local government autonomy, meaning they can make decisions on their own accord without consulting the state.
Yes, but the advantages are more greater than the disadvantages, of course. So you want to construct road, you pipe-borne water, there are so many things.
Security and everything.
There are so many things they can do. But of course, you know, it's quite unfortunate that we have governors, we have we have political leaders who do not even care about this the aspect of government.
All right, that story, of course, is on the Nigerian Tribune paper, and that's on page 5. And we see PDP inaugurates zoning committee. The writers say presidential aspirants embark on consensus dialogue, and IU says our party has a tradition of zoning. Bala Anyim Tambuwa pick presidential form, and Peter Obi declares to run, says, I am contesting to secure Nigeria. Yes, we seem to have so many election news this morning on the paper. As we move over to the Punch newspaper, the big story, of course, is APC convention. Buhari battles last-minute crisis, summons governors, chairmanship aspirant fail to agree. And that's on page 2 of the Punch. And just underneath that, we see the pictures of the day. IG distributes 253 trucks, APCs, other vehicles, uniforms to formations. And of course, that's a story on security right there. We can see other stories right there. Fashola restates second Niger Bridge 2022 completion date, blames IPOB. And we move over to, of course, the last story for this morning, which is the Guardian newspaper. From the very top, Southern Middle Belt leaders attack Atiku Tambuwal over presidential bid, disregard for zoning. That's on page 29. Please demystify this concept of the disregard for zoning, which this newspaper is talking about.
Truth be told, we cannot do away with zoning formula in party politics. So it's a tradition in Nigeria. And like I have said repeatedly, the way Nigeria is wired, so it is very necessary that this thing is being zoned. And if you look at it, like I have also said that, you know, zoning is going to be based on a formula of each party. Like you have PDP, with 16 years of government, the SAT has been in power for 14 years. So why the North, you know, have been there just for 2 years? And look at the APC. APC will spend 8 years. So you don't expect the same party to zone presidency to North again. So all this narrative should stop. The way we are at the moment, we cannot do away with that. And of course, these people, they are Nigerians. They have the wherewithal, they have the requisite quality, you know, to vote and to be voted for. So in Nigeria, so it is their right, even apart from zoning or no zoning, it is their right, and they should be allowed, you know, to pursue their ambition and aspirations. All
right, that's on, of course, page 29 of the Guardian newspaper. And the big story there again is all now set for APC National Convention. Of course, that's tomorrow. We see, of course, it's at Eagle Square in Abuja. Like the writer says, Eagle Square agog for 12,000 delegates. Keep your eyes on the ball, Buhari tells APC leaders. Adamu Akume, Almakura, others meet on consensus. Party bars political appointees from voting at convention. And the last writer says, PDP charges INEC not to monitor APC convention. Adebayo, thank you for joining us today on this Friday edition of the Nigerian Now.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, viewers. Don't forget, you can always be a part of our social media platform, that is at TOS TV Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And stay updated on our website, www.tostvnetwork.com. Thank you again for joining us. I am Merciful Ajinmo. Have a wonderful weekend.